I'm back from the US Book Show, and let me tell you, I was not the only one who thought that this was disappointing, but I did get a chance to talk to someone at Spotify, so stay till the end and I'll tell you what happened. When I got the invitation to go to this thing, I thought it was going to be like the Book Expo. And if anybody has been to the Book Expo, it's kind of like going to Comic-Con. In fact, it was put together by ReadPop, which is the same people who do Comic-Con. And it was fabulous. You went to the Javits Center. There were book publishers everywhere. They were giving away the new books coming out. The authors were all over the place. It was a chance to engage with books in a way that we don't have a chance to do anymore. And from a business perspective, it was a brilliant way to market. You give people free books, and most of these were booksellers or librarians. They would read the books and then they would tell people about them because they actually had talked to the author or the publisher. Why did they choose to publish it? They got to hear the backstory. And that's why people engage with authors here on TikTok. We want to hear what was the thinking that got you to that book that you wrote. But this was individual panels, and then there were individual sessions that were run by companies. And one of them was Spotify. I thought it was weird that Spotify was a sponsor of this event because there's been such hullabaloo around Spotify. In particular, authors have had a problem with Spotify because of the last two things. That Spotify can modify the audiobook or they can create derivative works from it. I specifically asked the guy from Spotify, there's a real issue that people are having with this. And what he started to explain to me was they changed that in 24 hours after they heard about the uproar. And I said that was really interesting because I heard all about the derivative, but I didn't hear anything about them stopping. And the next thing you know, this woman swoops in like a vulture. Now, of course, this was the PR person. And I just looked at her and said, I could tell you we're the PR person. I used to work in advertising and marketing. She took my contact information and she is going to give me additional information. Now, I don't know if what she's going to send is any different from what he said, but this gentleman, who I think was the head of audiobooks for Spotify, seemed to be very genuine about it. And I hope they really did listen to the authors and won't be taking our voices and our work and using them in ways we don't want to. I'll keep you posted.